Okay, it is time to do some movie reviews. What shall we watch today? Citizen Kane, huh? Who wants to watch Citizen Kane? No, what I want to do is watch a really bad movie. What's the worst movie ever made?
Greetings, Prophet. I'm the fairy of class and sophistication. The great work begins.
What?
I heard thee cry out thy desire to review the worst movie of all time. Why, surely if thy truly wishes to fuck thyself, thou must be referring to the worst of the worst.
Yeah, but how?
Be careful, mortal. I warn thee of great dangers.
How did you get in here?
Perhaps thou hast heard of the old folk song. Beware thy fairies, their magical ways, what thy wish for all thy days.
No, I've never...
Beware thy fairies on the internet.
Please, stop singing.
Anyways, I should let you know that when I'm referring to the worst movie of all time, I'm using a different criteria than others. I'm not referring to a badly made movie like Jilly or Battlefield Earth or Plan 9 from Outer Space. Those are bad movies, but they're harmless. Nay, I'm referring to a movie that is so perverse, so classless that it leaves you feeling dirty. And that movie is Problem Child 2.
Oh, well, see, I've never seen the first one.
Sit down, mortal. I shall introduce you to the series. Don't run from me, mortal. I can fly.
That's not flying.
Sit down, mortal.
Okay.
The first Problem Child is a bad but still decent movie. So there's this kid who's abandoned by his mom.
That's me in the basket, and that's my mother carrying me.
Gee, I wonder, is he gonna piss on the woman? Look, let's see it happen. Come on, wait for it. Oh yeah, there we go. So this kid is so evil that he keeps wreaking havoc on every foster home he moves to. What a fun premise for a comedy. Finally, he gets dropped off at the most miserable place of all, an orphanage run by nuns.
Speaking of which, we're gonna steer clear of any Catholic jokes in this.
No promises. So then we're introduced to John Ritter's character.
Rest in peace, John Ritter. This was not his best work.
No, but to be fair, the scene is actually kind of funny.
This is your uterus. Well, that purple thing is your cervix. These green things here are your fallopian tubes. And this... That's not supposed to happen. Toss me that.
This is going to be a long movie. It's a good thing I came prepared.
Look, why don't you just take a look at this adoption literature and we can talk about it tonight?
Why don't you look at it yourself? I don't wear secondhand clothes, and I won't have a secondhand kid.
Ouch. This movie's insensitive.
The worst is yet to come. But I forgot to mention the man with the world's sexiest voice is in this movie. Every time I hear it, I get wet in my panties.
Who?
Gilbert Gottfried.
You see that? A priest! A priest! It's like a nun with a jacket! It's a boy nun! He wants to be a boy nun!
What's so funny?
You are, you stupid dick.
So eventually John Ritter adopts the little monster from those creepy nuns.
Okay, so let me see if I can figure out how the rest of this movie will play out. The little kid comes along and raises all kinds of hell for John Ritter. Hilarity supposedly ensues, and in the end, they realize they love each other.
Thou hast got it, dude! The premise of a mischievous little boy playing pranks is classic, from Dennis the Menace to Tom Sawyer. But Junior is much nastier and more mean-spirited than those kids, And the whole movie has a disturbed feel to it. For instance, a scene where he throws a cat at his grandfather and sends him to the hospital. One moment you'll have slapstick in the style of Home Alone, and the next you'll have adult sex jokes. Next you'll have sitcomish acting by John Ritter, and then for no reason, just random sentimentality where we're supposed to go, oh, that Junior and his dad are bonding.
Ah, it's no big deal. More important, why don't you call me Dad? I'd really like that.
Yeah, Junior. I mean, I know you were abandoned by your parents and grew up in a cruel orphanage, but it's been 48 whole hours since I adopted you, and you're not calling me Dad yet. How insensitive.
In another scene, Junior is playing a Little League game and ends up attacking all his teammates with the bat, sending them to the hospital.
Okay, movie. This isn't a funny little bit of mischief. This is out-and-out sadism. A kid hospitalizing other children. And it's played for laughs.
Smiley pies.
Oh yes, I forgot to mention that everyone's favorite racist, Michael Richards, is in this movie.
Michael Richards? Well, at least we know he can be funny. I mean, what part does he play?
A serial killer. Yeah, I'm not kidding. This movie has a subplot involving a bumbling serial killer who happens to be pen pals with Junior.
And he just shows up at the Healy's house. Just showed up. I mean, what would you do if a guy who dressed funny, liked kids a little too much, and deserved to be in jail, just showed up at your door?
Oh, silly. The Pope doesn't make house calls. So Michael Richards kidnaps the kid, but John Ritter has a sappy moment, goes in, and rescues him.
You little traitor! No!
Oh no, does he die?
Don't worry, John Ritter is alive. Well, no, not in real life, but in the movie he is. And I have to admit, I do like the final joke of the movie.
Maybe it's one of those answers we'll never know, like, how high is up? Why is the sky blue? And whatever happened to Mrs. Healy?
Oh my God!
Who wants to grow up? Who wants responsibility? Ooh.
Hey, is that the Beach Boys playing during the credits?
Sure is. They made a music video just to promote this movie.